let's not pretend anymore. Joker is just Taxi Driver in clown makeup. Take one lonely guy, throw in a little mental illness, sprinkle some social decay, and boom, you've got a movie that thinks it's deep because it frowns a lot. It's edgy for people who just discovered film school terms and think society is broken is a personality. And look, I'm not saying it's a bad movie. I'm saying it's a movie that thinks it's profound because it borrowed all its thoughts from Scorsese's Leftovers. Stick around to the end, because the last point I make is where I really peel off the paint and show how this movie isn't saying anything new. And that's what makes it so hollow. Before we take the subway into cinematic deja vu, don't forget to subscribe, turn on notifications, and drop a comment telling me what movie or show you want me to dissect next. This is director Ammar Hejazi, and today we're talking about Joker, a film that's more Reddit thread than revolution. If Joker is the gritty reboot of a comic book villain, then Taxi Driver is the gritty blueprint that it Xeroxed, labeled original, and handed in for extra credit. Alienated loner, disconnected from society, public breakdown disguised as rebellion, a final scene that makes you question what was real. But while Taxi Driver digs deep into Travis Bickle's psyche and the why behind his descent, Joker just slaps on tragic backstory and says, "Feel bad yet?" It's not homage, it's cosplay with a filter. Let's give credit where credit's due. Joaquin Phoenix carried this movie like it was limping to the Oscars. His performance is haunting, raw, and totally committed. But the script gives him very little to work with. It mistakes suffering for depth and awkward dancing for introspection. He laughs uncontrollably because trauma. He kills someone because society. He paints his face and causes a riot because, well, Gotham. Everything is dialed to sad clown extreme, but it never stops to actually explore anything. It just goes pain, rage, chaos. Now, give us awards. If I had $1 for every time someone said Joker was a powerful commentary on mental health or inequality, I could fund 3 more gritty reboots. Here's the problem. The film doesn't offer any real commentary. It's just vibes of despair. Like, yes, we get it. Systems are broken. Rich people suck. Healthcare is underfunded. But instead of exploring those ideas with nuance, the movie just flashes headlines and hopes the lighting and cello score will make it feel meaningful. It's like it wants to say, we live in a society, but it never actually finishes the sentence. There's a reason Joker became a poster child for online film bros. It feels like a serious film. It looks like a serious film. But when you dig past the surface, it's mostly just aesthetics of sadness. It's the film version of that kid in high school who only wore black and said, "No one understands me," without ever explaining what he actually meant. It confuses darkness for insight and loneliness for revolution. And yeah, it's stylish, moody, and Joaquin is phenomenal. But does it leave you with a deeper understanding of anything? Not really. It just wants to feel important without doing the work. Here's what bugs me the most. Joker wants to be art, but it's afraid to actually say something. It poses questions without having the courage to answer them. It builds sympathy for Arthur, then throws him into chaos, not because the story earns it, but because it wants the chaos to feel cathartic. And when a movie uses real-world issues, mental illness, violence, inequality, as props without responsibility, it becomes performative pain. That's not bold. That's lazy. It's cinema for people who want a villain origin story that feels profound, even if it's just another descent into madness that never lands a point. So is Joker entertaining? Yes. Is Joaquin Phoenix amazing? Absolutely. But is it a bold revolutionary film? Nah. It's Scorsese light with a clown filter. This was director Ammar Hejazi, and if you made it to the end without rage posting on Reddit about how this video misunderstands cinema, congrats, you're the real MVP. Smash that like button. Tell me what film needs to get its face paint removed next, and don't forget to subscribe for more brutally honest takes. Until next time, remember, looking edgy isn't the same as being deep.